Okay guys, we're on to day 4, but even though we're just putting out the day 4 video, we have actually been doing this for 4 weeks now, and we went to the doctor and got some blood work done, and in a video very soon I'm going to share what this is doing for us, but spoiler alert, it's good news. And this is awesome. So here's day 4. Again, we are just really working on making this doable so that when you're busy, it'll still work for you. So that is our goal. We have so many recipes to share. We're sharing a little bit here, but there's so many that we already have experimented with because we've been doing it for 4 weeks. Also in today's video, you'll see what happens toward the end when the day just gets away from you and you have no choice but to take emergency measures. So watch till the end to see how to deal with that, or how we deal with that. Okay, appreciate ya. Thanks for being on this journey with us. Time for breakfast. Having my usual stale cut oats with the chickpea shreds. This oats we cooked with Thrive freeze-dried blueberries and strawberries. So this is our berry oatmeal. And I like to add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed at the bottom of the bag. So it's a scant tablespoon, but it'll do. And I like it with almond milk, of course. And then, as usual, I'm having my Ruvi. Today we're having the Ruvi Focus. So I like it because it is a blend of fruits and vegetables. And the reason I love these so much, I already have some fruit and I'm going to have even more fruit, but in these Ruvi packets are fruits and vegetables I don't typically get. Like this one has acai and maki berry, but it also has broccoli, zucchini, and spinach. So those are things I don't eat as often. And it has all the fiber, and it's 40 to 60% vegetable. So there's as much vegetable as fruit in there. So I like that too. But we're still going to have our official vegetables. So I'm going to have some carrots, a few sticks of celery that I had in the fridge. I just cut up a bunch when I cut them up, and then I can have them when I want them. Then I had some strawberries that are on their last legs. So, in fact, I lost part of the carton to mold, but these, I decided might as well eat those for breakfast. It's okay to stack up on fruits and vegetables with all your meals. We'll put the numbers up on the screen for this. I also have some blueberries that I'm going to go ahead and eat some of these with the strawberries. If I'm too full, which actually happens on this eating plan, I'll save some of the berries for lunch as well. Today I have a busy day, so I'll be running around and I'll be away from home. So I'm going to prep for that, and I'll take you with us, and we'll see how to maneuver this day. And of course, can't forget Creole brew. I have that every morning as well. So there we have it. Looks amazing. Okay, as I mentioned, it is a busy day today. So I know I'm going to be getting home late. I know I'm going to be tired, and so I'm going to get a jump start on dinner. So we are doing lentils again, but it's like a completely different dish, and so it won't feel like we're having the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and cook the lentils to start. We're making lentil hamburger bowls, and these are one of my absolute favorites. Oh my gosh. I was so skeptical, and then I made it, and holy cow, it's delicious. So we need to cook the lentils. They're going to be our quote-unquote hamburger for our hamburger bowls. And so I've rinsed the lentils. We're just doing brown lentils, and We're going to start with 2 cups of water. And since we're doing hamburger bowls, we're going to go ahead and use the Thrive Vegetarian Beef Bouillon this time. So I'll put 2 teaspoons of that. You can just use plain water, but I like the extra flavor punch of the bouillon. So we'll get that turned on and bring it to a boil, and then we'll just simmer it for, the package says 20 minutes. So we'll simmer it for 20 minutes and see if it is going to be as the right tenderness that we're looking for. So I'll just leave this here while I finish getting ready to leave the house. And actually we'll put together a lunch that I can eat. I'll be at the art gallery today where my husband's art is, and so I'll be there for 8 hours today, and so I'll need to take a lunch, and I'll put that together in a minute. Okay, I'm fixing my lunch for the gallery, and when I go to the gallery, one of the issues there, I actually love it there, and I love hanging out there, and I get a lot of work done when I'm there, because I just take my computer with me. But I am the only one there, and so I feel kind of obligated not to leave for breaks. So for instance, obviously I'll take bathroom breaks, but aside from that, I feel like I kind of need to like stay in the gallery. So I can walk around the gallery, but I can't go outside. I can't go for a brisk walk or a long walk. And typically I'm pretty active and I like to be outdoors. And so what I will deal with a little bit, I am already aware of, is just a little bit of feeling stir crazy. And then when I'm stuck in a place and feeling stir crazy, it makes me want to eat. So I'm going to take a lot of food with me that is not high calorie and not fat, so that I can eat a lot at lunch. I'm still going to try not to snack because that's part of the protocol, is not snacking between meals, but I'm going to eat a big lunch. So this is, I typically steer away from nut butters on this protocol because they are high fat, super high fat. Doesn't mean they're bad. A lot of people who don't have to worry about blood sugar or weight, this is not an issue, but for me it is. So I have discovered that I can have a tablespoon of almond butter, and then I put it on 2 slices of Dave's Killer Bread that I've toasted. I really, really love the texture of this when I go to eat it. So I'll take this in a little baggie, and that's going to be the main part of my lunch. It doesn't look like much, but it is pretty filling. And then, as I said, I'm going to take some other food. So with this food protocol and with plant-based eating in general, sometimes you find yourself putting weird things together. So I am going to be taking this potato. Again, because I'll be home so late tonight, I know I'm going to be hungry because dinner time is going to come around and I won't be home to eat yet. So I am going to take this, and I might have it with lunch, or I might go ahead and have this as it gets close to dinner time as I'm on my way home, because by then I'll be almost home, almost ready to eat dinner, so it won't really count as a snack. It'll count more as part of dinner, if that makes sense. So I keep baked potatoes in the fridge. I almost always have baked potatoes in the fridge. I have baked sweet potatoes in there as well because my husband loves sweet potatoes. I don't. I'm trying to, but I don't. So for me, it's a plain potato. And then I just really love this seasoning on there. I don't need anything else but some of this seasoning. And I can eat this cold. Doesn't bother me at all. In fact, you should try it. It's It's just not, it's delicious actually. So there's that. And then I do have more berries, as I mentioned, from breakfast. So I'm going to take all of these berries because I can just eat as many fruits and veggies as I want. And so just going to take a bunch of these to eat. Again, I'm not going to be snacking. I've gotten pretty good at that, actually. It was kind of tricky at first. I'll save a few of these. But it hasn't been too bad once you get used to it. And the meals are so filling and so satisfying. You really, literally don't need it. I'm not just saying that. And I'm taking all this celery. You can eat celery till the cows come home. And I actually love celery. I just do. It's one of my favorite things. And I'm taking an apple. I might not be able to eat all of this, but I'm gonna have it just in case. That's kind of how I feel. And then I do have some grapes. I'm gonna take some of these grapes, not all of them, but I've just washed them here. And I'll take a few grapes in a bag because those are fun to eat as well. So that is my lunch for today. And we'll see how much I actually eat. You can see this is a ton of food. Oh, it's so much fun to not be hungry, but still be cutting calories and fat. It works so well, psychologically and physically. So there you have it. Have a great day, and we'll see ya at dinner time. Hey guys, little update. So I spent longer at the gallery than I expected. So I'm headed home a little bit later, and I still have a 45-minute drive. So I decided to, instead of finishing the dish that I started today, we'll have that tomorrow. And I decided to stop and get some takeout for dinner. We try not to do this too often, and it's been a fun challenge to figure out places where we can get stuff that will fit in the food plan, but we have found some. So, and we'll put them on here as we go. So I am here I'm at the Zhao Asian Cafe. And if you've eaten here before, you know that it is tasty, and they have some healthy options. So I picked up a tofu rice bowl, and I got brown rice, and I got all of the toppings except peanuts. I got double the broccoli, and I got the teriyaki sauce, which has no fat. So all in all, I wrote down the numbers. I looked up the numbers. So the meal will be between 500 and 550 calories. There's a range on all of these nutrient numbers because it'll depend a little bit on who's making the food and how much they put in. So this one will be between 500 and 550. It'll have 25 to 30 grams of protein, so yay for that, 6 to 8 grams of fiber, and 10 to 15 grams of fat. So I did not eat everything that I made for lunch, that big lunch that I made this morning. I didn't eat the apple, and I didn't eat the potato. So I think, I haven't run the final numbers, but I think we're barely in the fat range today because of that almond butter and the seed bread. Those put it over. But I mean, if anything was going to put it over, that would be it. But I think that we're within range because there wasn't a lot of fat at breakfast. So we'll run the final numbers to be sure, but either way, it's been a good day, and we've stayed pretty close on our numbers, and we've gotten enough protein, and so it's looking pretty good. So I'm
happy with how that ended up, and we will see you for the next day as we get started in the morning. So have a great night, and talk to you soon. Just forgot to add that we didn't get the extra toppings, so no guacamole or anything like that. Guacamole would be, yeah, that would put us over our fat allotment for sure. It's very tasty, but not working for us right now. And then I will be eating the apple with this rice bowl tonight, because we have to get our fruit, got to get our fruit and our veggies. I'm convinced that that's one of the reasons this is such a successful program, because the fiber, the extra fiber, and in the fruits and the vegetables that you eat with every single meal helps you get all of your servings, but it also like really does increase your satiety, if that's what you call it, if that's the word. So you're more satiated, you are more satisfied from your food. So I am very strict with that rule. I follow it, and I think it helps a ton. So one of the awesome little tweaks that Ali and the crew at Plantwise have done to put this program together that make it something you don't have to think hard about, and that make it really effective. So, all right, now we're done. Now I hope you have a great night, and I'm gonna go home and enjoy this rice bowl with my husband.